Hello guys, this is CLISAC Scholarship and this is our promised the first out of 4 videos that I'm going to be recording on writing the essays about the scholarship, the Chevening Scholarship. And in this video, we are going to be discussing about leadership essay. So with this essay, what I'm looking for is to craft an essay from the beginning to the end to make sure that you guys understand a little bit of what you are required to do. But above all, I just want you guys to support my channel by subscribing in this channel, sharing the content so that it can reach as many people as possible, those who are willing to apply for it, so that we can grow our channel and that you can encourage us to keep doing what we're doing at this moment. So yes, you need also to give a like and write any comment that you have so that we don't miss anything we want to work on. So the question here tells us about this prompt that we have right here, and it reads like Chevening is looking for individuals who will be future leaders. This is the key element that we need to understand, that in this essay, or the general part of Chevening is about leadership and for people who will be influencers where in their home community. So they want to discuss here about future leaders, influencers in their home country. So now they want to know, how do you meet this requirement? You need to use a clear example about your leadership style and the skills you have. And when you give your answer, you shouldn't have an answer that is below 100 words. This is going to be bad. And it shouldn't be over 500 words, which means you need to be between 100 to 500 maximum. Last time, when I was explaining in a video, in a session we had, I was explaining that in every essay, you need to follow the very basic standard of it, or the rule of our essay has to have a structure whereby we begin by discussing an introduction of the essay. After introduction, we have to have body paragraph. And this one at some point is going to be the body paragraph 1. We will discuss one idea. We will go to the next body paragraph 2, and we can go to body paragraph 3 depending on what you want, and we can go to conclusion of this essay. So then we are going to have a conclusion of this essay where you're going to have to emphasize how joining the Chevening is going to be beneficial to you. So at this point, we know what structure we need to follow. But sometimes if you do not have a lot to say, you might need to ignore the body paragraph number 3, and you can simply work with paragraph 1 and 2, where you can explain a little bit about your leadership style and some of the example that you have developed that show your leadership and influence skills, providing clear examples of that. So starting our introduction, I'm going to just here try to think of how I can call attention to the reader so that he can go through my essay as he follows what I'm writing about. But when you write your essay, you don't need to have these divisions, introduction, body paragraph as the subtitles. No, you simply need to put that in a message that you want the reader to understand that this is the introduction. So to me, my understanding of leadership might be different from yours, and this is just an example. So my statement might start like, some say that leadership is about knowing the way and showing it to others. And others claim that leadership is about motivating others for the better good in their community. So either way, leadership is, for me, about motivating, leading, showing the way in order to develop community and the word itself for better life, using my skills for the benefit of others. It might not be perfect, but this is what I think of leadership, and what I'm doing here is simply introducing my understanding of leadership and what comes into my mind when I talk about leadership. So at this point, we have provided our statement that we believe that is going to call attention of the reader. So from this point, now we want to support what we say and what we have defined to be leadership and something we have done in the past. So for this, we are going to move to the first paragraph that is part of the body paragraph. So I'm going to start my paragraph by saying, while pursuing there's a typo here, my undergraduate degree in, I need to mention here, I came to realize that young people including those with disabilities were excluded from major opportunities in my community. From this perspective, a team of students from my class and I decided to start an organization called, and then I can state here the name, where we work to achieve, where we work, there's a repeated word here, where we work to achieve gender equality, equal opportunities to young people, and free short-term educational programs. In this organization, I am the youth coordinator, and I coordinate a team of 10 young people where 5, or I can say 6, are women and 2 are people with disabilities. So just to explain you guys, what I'm trying here to convey is how my leadership has been performed, or how I executed my leadership. And as you can tell from this one here, I'm trying to give a context of where I was doing this that I'm trying to explain, and here I'm trying to support my statement by explaining that from this perspective, what we did was to start an organization with the name XXX, where we work to achieve gender equality, equal opportunity to young people, and free short-term educational program. In this organization, myself as the person who wants to show how my leadership is working, I said I'm working as a youth coordinator, and I coordinate a team of 10 young people where 6 are women and 2 are people with disability. So now I'm trying to show examples. So after finishing at this point, what I have done, I explained a context and a problem. Then I need to show, I have showed that as a resolution of that, we have launched this organization that deals with those programs. And now I need to show one of the programs we have run within that organization. And what I can say is that since its creation, or I can say since the creation of XXX, which is the organization we created, since the creation of X organization, we have I have launched, and I will explain you why I say I have launched and led a project called XXX related to training of young people in areas like carpentry, dressmaking, and equal rights defense campaigns. Okay, so now I'm just showing what programs have we run. From this project, we were able to help 132 people who are now running their own business. So I'm just going to stop my paragraph right here because it's going to be very long and then people might get lost in what I'm trying to convey. At this point, I'm not going to edit my essay. I'm simply going to jot down the idea. So here the key element I was trying to work on is the exclusion of people in the opportunities that we have. And then we started an organization. That organization has run a project, and in that organization, I am the youth coordinator where I coordinate a lot of things, and we have run project within the organization that has helped people in carpentry, dressmaking, equal right defense campaigns. So these people have received these trainings in that project. So it might not be at the highest level possible, but at this degree, people know um, what I'm trying to explain to them. So after finishing the entire essay, will come this part of a checking of the typos, the organization of the essay, and if the example I provided is relevant to what I am trying to discuss about. So now I'm going to run to the paragraph number 2. In this paragraph, I'm going to discuss another experience in church where I have been somebody else in that church. So to this level, I'm going to say in 2022, sorry, I'm going to begin by saying being a religious youth representative, I also participated in community development programs such as peacekeeping trainings, HIV awareness campaign, and social activism movement. In these programs, I understood that majority of those I led were young people living in deplorable, let me just check the typo, living in deplorable conditions, cut off from the benefit, of local government. So this is the problem I encountered as a youth representative. Here I should say being a religious youth representative in church. I need to give it context, XXX. I also participate in community development programs such as peacekeeping trainings, HIV awareness campaign, and social activism movements. And in these programs, I understood the majority of those I led were young people living in deplorable conditions, cut off from the benefit of local government. I and a group of local organization launched a program called let me just give it a name, called 𝙏𝙤𝙥𝙚𝙨, where the objective was to give free trainings on digital skills and CV writing strategies, along with what else? Along with CV writing strategies, along with avoiding corruption. There's a typo, avoiding corruption in the process of job seeking. After a period of 10 months, 25 people, including those with limited resources, were able to navigate. They were able to navigate the business market using the skills acquired through our programs. Now, I believe that continuing with these projects in the coming years, I will be able to reach hundreds of people under the same conditions. And I learned that getting connection with people sharing the same vision can be of the highest importance. Okay, this ended up being a very long paragraph, but we will check it when we finish our writing, and this will require us to make some edits in our paper and make sure that everything is connected. So I'm going to just read it once again. I just gave it a little bit of context, and it starts like, being a religious youth representative in Church XXX. I also participated in community development programs such as peacekeeping training, HIV awareness campaign, and social activism movement. In these programs, I understand. Okay, so from here, I'm just trying to give the context of where I was at this moment. So coming here, it's like in these programs, I understood the majority of those I led were young people living in deplorable conditions, cut off from the benefit of local government. So I'm just bringing a little bit of the idea of what was happening and what I understood. So from that, I and a group of local organizations launched, okay, there's a typo. Oh, no, launched a program called ZZZ, where our objective was to give free training on digital skills, CV writing strategies, along with avoiding corruption in the process of job seeking. So what I'm trying to share here is what strategy did we apply, or what program did we apply to help people understand the market. So now we want to look at the result. After a period of 10 months, 35 people, including those with limited resources, were able to navigate the business market using the skills acquired through our programs. So this is exactly what people have had is the benefit of participating in the project. And this is the lesson I learned. Like now, I believe that continuing these projects in the coming years, I'll be able to reach hundreds of people under the same conditions. And I learned that getting connections with people sharing same vision can be of the highest importance. Since you well, no, we look to solve the same issue. So a little bit of connections. Although this is about leadership, but also in leadership you need to get connections. And some might ask, why did I put these 35 people? Sometimes it's important to show the impact. You need to demonstrate what impact have you created and what people have acquired through your leadership. So this is the number that I need to tell that I was able to reach this group of people under my leadership in the project. So this is how it should work at some degree. So from this, I'm not going to write the third paragraph to not take it going long, but for now, I am able to bring my conclusion on what I have acquired and what it means for me. My my journey has told me that knowledge can transform lives. That's the thing that I believe. And I believe that joining Chevening is one of the highest achievement for me in order to amplify my leadership work through skills acquired on the course I'm going to study to give back to my community. Not only that, now furthermore, I believe that being able to share my country's reality is going to contribute immensely. Oh, there's a typo. To others who want to understand how my country, I can just write ZZZ, deals with these situations of lack of opportunities, inequalities, and what did I say at the beginning? Was it about, okay, oh yes, and exclusion from the countries and exclusion of young people in the job markets and contribution, or there's a type again, called and exclusion of young people in the job markets and contribution to the country's development. All right, so now we have come to um, this idea where I say at the beginning this powerful lesson that I learned out of my work in the past. And what I'm trying to do now is, so this ZZ, guys, it's all about the name of your country that you're going to put here, and then you can continue writing something. So this is generally what we are asked to drive as we write our leadership essay. Okay, so I'm going to just go a little bit back. You need to understand your leadership, how was that done? And then um, also you need to show examples of how you did that. And in your essay, you need to be sure to begin with an introduction, a very strong introduction, and you need to have your body paragraph, which is going to be paragraph number 1, and you are going to go to body paragraph number 2. And if you still have some words to continue writing, you can write body paragraph number 3 and then going to the conclusions. And every time you need to be very clear, provide explanation, bring examples, bring numbers to show impact of what you have done. So in summary, this is all we can write. And if you guys want to learn one-on-one, you guys can contact me by looking at our email down there. This is just the beginning. And in our next live session, I'm going to be making correction of what to take off when you write and how to see if it qualifies to take the course I want. So guys, if you haven't watched the other videos of ours, please check on our channel. We have some very good content. And please, I ask you guys to subscribe in this channel, share our content, and make sure other people can watch these videos. So you can see here an introduction in a very simple manner. And the first paragraph here, and then we have the second paragraph, which is a little bit bigger. If I come to edit, I'll take out some of the things and change some of the examples, and then a conclusion here at the end. So if we can count the words that we have used out of 500, we roughly have, let me just check here. Yes, we have very good number. If you see here, we do have 473 words, and I can still remove the introduction here. I can just cut this body paragraph that I wrote right here. I can remove this one as well. And I can remove these two things. And let's see how many words we have. If we come here, we have 462, perfect number of words. It's not that smaller, and we did not exaggerate according to the requirements. And this is how the essay should look like. You shouldn't write an introduction. I just wrote it to give you some guideline that the first sentence should be mostly the what we call the introduction, and then the first body paragraph where I explain what I did as a leader, and then I took the second example by explaining it and beginning and finishing with this one, which is our conclusion. And guys, this is all I had for today for the first video. Please wait for the next video, which is going to be published very soon, which is going to be networking, how to craft your network essay. And I believe you guys will enjoy this one. And thank you so much. If you have questions, please leave in the comment. I'll try to work harder to respond to them. And thank you so much. Bye bye.